I get so many comments on Instagram, TikTok, on this channel, saying something along the lines of, Carissa, I wish I looked like you. Carissa, you're so beautiful and I'm not. I'm insecure, blah, blah, blah. That ends today. We're not doing that because let me let you in on a little secret. Beauty is a choice. Beauty is energy. Beauty is a feeling. It has nothing to do with your external circumstances. It has nothing to do with the way that you look. Hi angels, my name is Carissa. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am so happy to have you, and if you're returning, I am so appreciative of your support. So today's video is very different for me. I don't really do videos like this, but I keep getting these comments of you guys being insecure, you guys striving for more beauty, to look beautiful, to be magnetic, for your aura to be magnetic, and I'm just gonna sit you down and tell you how it is. Today we are talking about how you can be beautiful, and it's not going to be a list of buy this product, wear these clothes. No, we're not doing that today. If you're interested in these life advice type of videos, or videos of me just sitting and smoking and hanging out with you guys, because that's what I will be doing. I'm going to be smoking a little pre-roll today. This is the Koa pre-rolls live resin infused. I really like these. I got these from MedMen in West Hollywood. So I'm gonna go ahead and light one of these up so I can properly communicate all of the feelings I have about this subject, because I have a lot to say. They're so cute. They're perfect for one. How to be beautiful. How do you attain beauty? Is beauty something that we're born with? Is beauty something we're blessed with by a higher power? And I'm gonna tell you that it's the latter. I'm gonna put this down for now. It is my belief that beauty is a feeling that you feel inside. It's not looking a certain way. I know that society likes to feed us this idea of looking a certain way will bring you more happiness. Society tells us that beauty is currency, that the more beautiful you are, the more valuable you are, and that you can be perfect, and it is something that you should chase. But I am here to tell you that perfection does not exist. There's no such thing as a flawless human being. But we as humans get so caught up on things that we perceive as flaws. No one on this earth is perfect. So why are you chasing something that does not exist? So I want to use this video as a guide for you to maybe unlearn your current idea of beauty, maybe redefine what beauty is to you, and to maybe even discover how you can feel more beautiful. And I'm just gonna give you a few tips, and a lot of them are connected to spirituality, but to me, spirituality and beauty go hand in hand. And I think if you are spiritually aligned and spiritually healthy, that everything else follows. First off, first tip, do what you love. Now, I don't necessarily mean in career, although that is possible. A lot of people think that you can't do your passion for a living. That is not true at all. It's extremely possible for you to do what you love for a living, but I know everyone has certain circumstances, and maybe you're in the process of trying to get there, but you're doing a job that you don't necessarily love. That's okay. And when I say do what you love, I don't necessarily mean in your work. I just mean in life. Okay? Do what I love every single day intentionally. Not just in my work, but in my hobbies. Maybe you're sitting here and you're like, Carissa, I don't even know what I love to do. It's easy to forget what we love doing. So what I want you to do is I want you to ask yourself what you spent time doing as a child. For me, one of my biggest things as a child and now in my adult life is reading. I love to read. I've always loved to read. Before I could even technically read, I would read books. My mom told me that I would pick up a book when I was 2 or 3. I had no idea what I was doing. And I would just pick it up and I'd make up my own words and I'd pretend to be reading because I always saw my mom read and I wanted to be like her. So I picked up a book and would pretend to read. And then as I got older and through my teen years, I was always reading. Always reading. When I was 19 or 20 years old, I stopped reading. I stopped reading for 2 years. And now that I'm older and I look back, I realized that time in my life was not only very stressful, my mental health was really low, but I was very obsessed with the way that I looked. I thought about it the minute I woke up. I thought about it the minute I went to bed. I was just constantly striving for more. I was working out 6 days a week. I was in a very unhealthy place. I realize now that at that time I stopped doing what I loved. I didn't carve out the time anymore to sit with myself and just do something for fun. Just do something that brings me joy. At the end of the day, doing what you love is an act of self-care. When I'm not doing what I love, I'm so insecure. I really am. If I don't spend the time every single day and carve out the time to read or do something else that I love, I get very insecure. I make it a very specific point to carve out time in my day to do something that I love with no strings attached, no gains, not work, not something to make money, purely for the joy of it. When I started integrating that into myself, into my life, into my creative hobbies, into everything, I'm at such a place where I'm building a career out of what I love. All it takes is baby steps. That's all it takes is carving out time to prioritize you. And whenever you prioritize you, you radiate beauty. You radiate love. Love and beauty are the same thing. Let me use Aphrodite as an example. Aphrodite is the goddess of love, right? She's the goddess of love and beauty. Those two things go hand in hand. People thought Aphrodite was so beautiful, but it wasn't necessarily because of the way that she looked. You never really hear her described like specifically like, oh, she had this, and this trait, and because of that, she was beautiful. No. She was beautiful because she radiated love. She was the very embodiment of love. She helped other people love themselves. She helped other people fall in love with other people. Love is the one thing that you need to get anything you want in this life, but especially if something you're wanting is beauty, I ask you and I encourage you to live your life in love. Do what you love. See what you love. Listen to what you love. Have love be an integrated, woven part of your life. And that will inherently shine through. People are attracted to love. That's what people look for in people. They look for love. We are humans. That's what we're all looking for. So if your goal is to be attractive, to be magnetic, to be beautiful, intentionally radiate love. And you know what? And don't be like, oh, it's cringy. Oh, what my inner child loved is cringy. I'm not like that anymore. I've heard people say this. How mean is that? You are being so mean to yourself. Your inner child is still there. They're still inside of you. So when you say things like, oh, when I was a kid, let's say you loved reading comic books. If you loved reading comic books as a kid and society has taught you that that's nerdy or that's not cool, and you now think that way, you're betraying your inner child. And being mean and being nasty to yourself will make you ugly. Absolutely. If you wake up every day and you're like, I'm cringy, oh, what I'm into is not cool, or I'm this, or I'm that, or you will be ugly. You will. Because at that point, you're radiating bitterness and self-hatred. And that brings me to my next point. See beauty in others. You will automatically be more beautiful. The universe will gift you with beauty if you are able to honestly and selflessly recognize the beauty in other people. If I'm out in public, I'm going about my day and I see somebody that is beautiful or they have a trait that I think is cool or that I like, I will tell them. I will go up to them and tell them. I will. That's just how I am. That's how I operate. And I find that the more I can celebrate the beauty in others, the easier it is for me to see the beauty in myself. Other people will not see the beauty in you unless you can see it in yourself. It's all cyclical. If you can see the beauty in other people and not have bitterness and jealousy in your heart about that, and you can truly just meet people with love, again, it all goes back to love, you will be blessed with beauty by the universe. You will radiate beauty because you're radiating love. That's what it boils down to. It's about your aura. I'm going to use the Kardashians as a reference. They are in a certain box of Eurocentric beauty. They fit into the box. And even though the Kardashians have been kind of trademarked and labeled as the beauty standard, tell me why at least half of the population think they're so ugly. Tell me why. Because of their aura. This society also tells you the older you get, the uglier you are, or you're losing your beauty. Again, could not be further from the truth, obviously, because like I just said, it's about your aura. I have met women in their 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s who are the most beautiful women I've ever seen simply because of the way they carry themselves, simply because they meet every person in the room with love. I say all this to say, you have got to let go of the bitterness in your heart towards beautiful people. It's like anything, okay? Everything is energy. Like, for example, with money. If you think rich people are evil, you will never be rich. If you think beautiful people have it easy and you have bitterness and jealousy and you think that they're better than you, then guess what? They'll be better than you. And if you are jealous of somebody, that is a choice. Because here's the deal. Somebody's jealous of you. There's someone out there that wishes they had a trait that you had. So, for example, if you're out in public and you see a woman with long, thick hair and that is a trait you don't have, and you say, oh, gosh, she has hair, this nice hair and I don't, and blah, blah, blah. Guess what? The woman behind you is thinking how you have a beautiful smile and she doesn't have that. You have to recognize that just because you feel like you lack something doesn't mean you gain nothing. And you put yourself in this box of like, if I don't have all these good traits, I'm not beautiful, then you won't be. You won't. Because you're not loving yourself for who you are. Insecure people are not able to compliment others. Listen. If you compliment others, even if you still feel insecure, like let's say you see a beautiful girl and you tell her she's beautiful and you have a little feeling inside of jealousy, that's okay. You have to exercise it like a muscle. You have to be intentional. You have to be like, okay, I'm feeling jealous right now. I recognize that that is a negative feeling and that this girl does not deserve for me to project my insecurity onto her. So she is beautiful and I'm still gonna tell her despite how I feel. The more that you do that, it will become easier and easier to not be insecure, to not feel jealous anymore because you're seeing it and you're dismissing it. You're saying, nope, this girl doesn't deserve that, because they don't. The person that you're jealous of doesn't deserve that. And let me tell you what, being insecure makes you so ugly. Like being jealous and catty and mean and jealous and it just makes you so ugly. I'm sorry, it does. I will see a girl who checks all the boxes. Like, she fits into the Eurocentric beauty standard. She opens her mouth and starts talking badly about other women or making fun of other women because she's insecure about something. Automatic no. People like that are energy vampires, which brings me to my next point. Stay away from energy vampires. Stay away from people who live a life in insecurity. Now, having insecurities is normal. Obviously, you're human. You're gonna be insecure about different things, but you can recognize that and not act on it. People who live in insecurity act on their insecurity. They're mean to others, they're bitter, they talk shit, they, spread rumors about people, whatever. Stay away from these people. They are so ugly and their ugliness will rub off on you and make you ugly too. I get a lot of comments on this channel of like, oh, Carissa, you're glowing, you're so magnetic, your aura is soothing. People tell me that. And you know why? Because I am so intentional with what I do with my time, who I surround myself with. I do not associate with low vibrational frequencies. I try to stay away from it. Now, when it comes to art, it's a little different. I do consume sad art or low vibe art, but it's to enrich my art. It's to give me more perspective, so I don't really view that in the same box. But the people I spend my time with, the place I live in, my home, my safe space, all of these things, I am very intentional with this. I see a lot of people in life going through life not being intentional. Babes, you have to be intentional with your time. You have to be intentional with who you choose as friends. Are they making you feel better about yourself, or are they knocking you down? Are they trying to keep you insecure? Because let me tell you something else. Insecure people, they want you to be on their level. They want to make you insecure too. So if you want to be confident, if you want to exude beauty, you cannot surround yourself with these people because they will always bring you down to their level. These people are not your friends. Cut them out. Done. No, you should not associate with people who disturb your peace. All right, my next point is be grateful for what you have. Another thing that makes you ugly is ungratefulness. And the universe is not going to grant you beauty or grant you confidence or help you in these endeavors that you're trying to work on, I'm guessing, if you're watching this video, if you are not grateful for what you already have. Like I said before, everybody has strengths and weaknesses. So while you might think you lack something, somebody else thinks the same thing about you. So if you have a beautiful smile, thank the universe or thank God for your beautiful smile. Be like, I'm so glad that I have this beautiful smile. So many people love my beautiful smile and I love it too. Thank you, universe, for blessing me with this beautiful trait. Living a life in gratitude only brings you more blessings. And the more blessings you get, the more you manifest what you desire out of love. Beauty is just a byproduct of that, honestly. If you're stressed out all the time, if you're unhappy with your life, you will not be beautiful. People will see that all over your face. If you're hanging out with low vibrational people, you carry that with you. If you're working a low vibrational job, you're carrying that around with you. And it makes you ugly because it brings your aura down. It darkens your mood, it darkens your whole life. I promise you, like seriously, I was very insecure when I was like 19, 20 years old. I was dealing with eating disorder issues. I was dealing with working out too much and exhausting myself. I was in a horrible place. And I swear on everything, the minute that I just let go and was like, you know what, I'm beautiful the way I am, and I'm so grateful for all these traits that I have, I swear on everything, I don't even have to worry about it anymore. Like, I don't wake up every day feeling anxious and insecure about the way I look, and I don't worry about what I eat. I don't worry about anything anymore. The universe literally has my back. Like, I swear, the universe has blessed me with beauty because I just switched my mindset and was like, I am beautiful. You have to affirm that to yourself. I highly recommend doing positive affirmations. And my last point is enrich yourself. What do I mean by this? Being magnetic is a lot to do with your intelligence in your mind and the way that you speak. I'm a firm believer in this. I've been told by so many people that they love the way that I speak, and it's because I'm intentional with the way that I speak. I highly encourage you to expand your vocabulary. You can do this simply by just listening to more music or like of high value, like music of high value, watching more high value films, reading more high value books. Things that are going to challenge your brain a little bit is a great way to expand your vocabulary. People love intelligent people. People love to have intelligent conversation. Enunciate your words. When you're speaking to someone, take your time, enunciate your words. This makes you so magnetic, I swear. Like, I'm pretty sure like 90% of the reason people watch this channel is because of the way that I speak. Enunciating your words just makes you sound more intelligent. Expand your mind, learn something new, try to learn a new skill, read a new book. These things are so good for making you magnetic, for lightening your aura. It's so good in grounding you. Also, go outside. Go outside. Vitamin D makes you so beautiful. Also, I mean, wear sunscreen, but go outdoors. Be with Mother Nature. Mother Nature is the most beautiful, magnificent part of our universe. And if you spend time in beauty, you will be beautiful. So spend time outside. I highly encourage you to do this at least once a day. I like to go walk outside like once a day or hike or something. I promise you, if you just really expand your mind and go out of your way to enrich yourself and enrich your life and put in good practices, put in good hobbies, take time off social media. Social media is great for so many reasons, but it's not great to consume 24/7. So definitely take breaks, go outside, be thankful for the nature, be thankful for the beauty that you have, and the rest will follow. I promise you. You know, nothing to be stressed about. The universe has already granted you with so much beauty and great traits that you have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about. Other people can be beautiful, doesn't make you less beautiful. I truly believe that I am beautiful due to my personality and due to my attitude towards life. I think that it really just boils down to that. I hope what I said in this video made sense to you guys, and I hope you learned something new. I hope something I said resonated with you or gave you a new perspective about beauty and being beautiful. Say hi, Annie. Annie's beautiful. Even though he has eye problems, he's still beautiful because he's so sweet. Alright, you guys, I love you so much. I'm so glad that you listened to me ramble about this, and honestly, I never want to see another comment of, oh, Carissa, you're beautiful and I'm not, because it's not true. You're beautiful too. If you're subscribed to this channel, you're already halfway there. I love you guys so much, and I hope you enjoyed this life advice kind of video. I'm gonna take a few more hits of this because it truly was magic. Also, before I go, I do want to say that an altar tour is coming, and so is an apartment tour. I would love it if you guys were patient with me, just because I want to get everything perfect before I show it to you guys, and there's a few more things that I want to get, and you know, it's a process. So I just need a little more time, but as soon as it's ready, I promise you will get an apartment tour and you will get an altar tour. You can count on it. My Patreon will also be linked below. I do a lot of smoke with me's over there if that's something you're into, if you like content like this. So if you do, I highly encourage you to check that out. Yeah, I had an AirPod in the whole time because I'm listening to brainwave therapy music. It just helps me collect my thoughts like while I'm talking about like deep shit. Also, before I go, I do want to say something very exciting. I will be attending Outside Lands on August 12th to see Lana Del Rey live for the first time. Everyone clap. Yes, I'm going to Outside Lands in San Francisco. I'm going with my boyfriend, my best friend Madison, who you've seen on this channel. She's flying from Florida to California, and so is my sister. Oh my god, I'm so excited for them to come see LA and for us to drive up to San Fran together and do Outside Lands to see Lana. I'm gonna be seeing Lana, you guys. I need y'all to pray for me that I meet her, like, honest to God. Honestly, like, can we all just collectively manifest that, because it needs to happen. But I am so excited. If you're gonna be at Outside Lands, I really do encourage you to please come up and say hi to me. It would be so cool. I would love to meet some of you guys if you happen to be there. But I'm only going on Saturday. I'm not going the other days. But yeah, that is all for today's video. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed the beauty tips from the Love Witch. I will see you next week. Bye!